Okay, ladies and gentlemen, these are your answers for the value test. Question number one, what is the process of developing and following the most effective standard for an organization? Well, it is called best practice, and you've just had that drilled into you for the last 40 minutes of lectures. Question number two, codes of practice can either be B, mandatory or voluntary. Mandatory meaning that you have to do it, and voluntary meaning that you don't have to do it. But it is probably a good thing to have some kind of standards to follow. Question number three, applicable codes of practice can be identified by means of, and all three of those are correct. So it is D, the South African Bureau of Standards, Department of Labor, and the International Organization for Standardization. They are also known as ISO, or ISO 9001, ISO 9002 standards. Question number four, leading edge companies achieve something standards of performance by implementing best practices. Well, if they're really good, they provide world-class standards. Okay, so that's number C. And then number five, world-class companies generally possess a profound knowledge of the customer, absolutely. Focus intensely on quality, absolutely. And adapt to change, absolutely. So all of the above. So hopefully you got 5 out of 5. All right, the next question is a summative assessment 2.5. So remember that one thing that you wanted to implement that's going to be best practice in your business or organization or host. Okay, don't take a break yet. Okay, let me go there. So you are going to give me a brief overview of that best practice to be implemented. Now you've been refining your thought process. You know exactly what you're going to need. Then you're going to list the change processes that you need to do in order to achieve the best practices. So what needs to change? What are the current practices that need to change in order for you to do best practice? Then list the resources that you need. Okay, so what resources are you going to require to move towards best practice? Then you're going to put a little implementation table together. Tasks, what tasks need to be done? Who's the person? How long is it going to take? What are the performance measures? So is it once weekly to 100% as per checklist? You give me performance measures and then a contingency. If that doesn't work, what is something that can be a plan B? Okay, so let's say we're going to scan things in. Contingency, if the scanner doesn't work, what are we going to do? Well, maybe we need to take a photograph of it and upload it. Okay, so that's a contingency. Then you describe how would you monitor, record, and evaluate the implementation of the best practice in order to promote effective implementation. So are you going to meet weekly? Are you going to send out reports? Are you going to have an online record? What are you going to do to make sure that everything remains constant and is monitored and controlled so that you get the outcome that you most want? Okay. Now this looks very much like the template that you would have put together in the formative section. Now it's just about taking that best practice idea that you've had and putting it into practice. Okay, so guys, I'm going to give you guys 20 minutes to do that summative assessment. 20 minutes to put together that summative assessment. And then once you've done that, what I want you to do is to take a break. Go and make yourself some coffee, some tea, take a walk, do something, but take a break. Okay, I know that you worked really hard during this section, and I don't want you to burn out. So go and take a break, something to eat, something to drink, and something just to get your mind refocused so that you're back with me for the next section. After the break, we'll be hitting section number 3, and let's see what that is after the break.